Amiibos! They're the biggest thing in gaming right now, with most of these little figures being as hard to find as the original Wii was. And like anything, there's as many people buying as there are scalping. Jerk-offs. But what makes Amiibos so special? They're just toys, right? With some stupid Skylanders gimmick? What makes Amiibos worth your time, and why should you care at all? Well, stop asking questions, numbnuts, and I can answer all that for you. Amiibos are Nintendo's new line of toys, currently with the Super Smash Bros. Line, and others launching in the near future. Amiibos are based off of the character trophies in the main Super Smash Bros. Game and are pretty faithful representations of what they're based on. For the most part, they're pretty neat looking. But beyond just saying, they're cool bro, Amiibos add new functionality to your existing Super Smash Bros. Game, namely in the form of Amiibo fighters. When you scan in your Amiibo using the gamepad or new 3DS, you're able to customize your Amiibo fighter by changing their name, skin, and giving them stats and different special attacks. The latter two are unlocked by the player and can be assigned to their custom or Mii fighters. What makes an Amiibo fighter so interesting is how they're able to learn based off of fighting. The more you use your Amiibo and fight with them, or against them, the more they learn to adapt with the playstyle they are thrown in. For instance, I've worked with my little Mac constantly as a one-on-one fighter. Against him on an Omega stage, Smash 4's mode that turns all stages into a flat Final Destination stage, he dominates the entire field. By using the upgrades I've given him, he hits even harder than a normal little Mac and can quickly destroy a human player with relative ease. On the other hand though, he has no idea how to really function in a multiple person fight. While in 1v1s he can focus all of his attention on keeping his opponent off of the stage, he has no idea how to react when there's more than one character on the screen. This is all due to how I've trained Little Mac every time that he's scanned into the game. On the flip side, my Kirby Amiibo has been built for group fights. Kirby was the first Amiibo I bought, and my friends and I kinda made a point to just beat the ever-loving crap out of him. Because of this, Kirby now runs away from most fights and just survives. He'll only attack at the most opportune times and fights very defensively. Due to this, he can be a problem in group fights, as it's easy to forget what he's doing while fighting everyone else involved. Meaning that he will win by being kind of a coward, but hey, it works in stock matches. One-on-one matches, however, Kirby isn't quite as formidable. While he still fights very defensively, he doesn't have much of a place to run, and therefore he can be beaten fairly easily. And this isn't an exaggeration, just take a look. Kirby usually waits for you to make the first move and waits until you're open to do anything. The most he will do is try to gull you into attacking, but even then, he just shields and then attacks. Little Mac and Kirby are just two examples of the playstyles Amiibos can adapt. Each Amiibo learns differently, and they learn from the players they fight. If you pit them against other Amiibos to strictly level up, they will only learn from the AI's preset style, similar to regular CPU opponents. But if they fight players, they can figure out your weaknesses and exploit them, making Amiibos the most powerful non-human characters you can face in Smash Bros. And while that's all well and good, Amiibos fighting each other is where the fun really is. This is, unfortunately, something not enough people seem to get about Amiibos. It's almost less about the toy itself and more who you play with them and how. What do I mean by that? I mean friggin' Amiibo tournaments, ya dummy! Yeah, if you've got friends with Amiibos, you can have them clash to see who's the better trainer. And I know, that sounds like a bad toy commercial, but this is something my friends and I have been doing. It's a lot of fun to get together and scream at your Amiibo as they fight one another because that's your guy. Yet you've got no control over whether or not they'll win. It's in their hands now, and something about it, as over-dramatized as this might sound, is insanely fun. Just check this out.
Oh my god!
Come on! I can't understand.
No!
Oh my god! Oh!
They're mean girls. They're not quite the smartest little kids. But they're...
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This Pikachu.
It's a...
There's something to be said about being in the same room with your friends when playing games, but Amiibo brings a different experience. It's sort of like Pokemon, with even more influence, yet less control. If you've got friends who have Amiibos, I can't emphasize enough just how exciting getting your Amiibos to fight each other can be. This is the kind of experience that just wouldn't be the same if we had it online, and, you know, Nintendo knows that. Amiibo support is promised in future Nintendo titles as well. While Super Smash Bros. Is the only one that currently makes major use of Amiibos outside of unlockables, I think it goes to show the potential that these little figures could have. And if nothing else, they're just plain little neat figures that aren't overly expensive and help expand your gameplay. If you've got Smash and a new 3DS or Wii U, Amiibos make a fun little addition. Your mileage may vary on how invested you and possibly your friends are with them, but if you give Amiibos a chance, you may find a new kind of side to Smash. Just good luck finding the villager. Seriously.